Welcome back. Casey Campbell here with Great Lakes Post, and we are pleased to be joined by NASCAR Cup Series playoff driver William Byron, the driver of the number 12 Exalta Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, and of course is in the round of 12. Let's talk about, first off, how are you, buddy?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing great. Excited for Las Vegas.
I bet, yeah, that's gotta be exciting. But let's go back to Bristol for just a minute to get into Las Vegas, because for a while, it looked like it wasn't, you guys were on the edge a little bit, and then right at the end you guys got in. There was a video, I think it was a video that went out. I think Ashley Hennis, your PR person, just was, then the crew was really excited about this. How big was that to get into the round of 12?
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was definitely a crazy race, but a good moment for our team just to advance and just to be under that pressure and be able to come through and perform really well was awesome. So very proud of our team and feel like we're in a position to do some great things as we go forward in the playoffs. So looking forward to Las Vegas and just overall kind of looking forward to the next 3 races.
Yeah, you talk about the round of 12. I know there's been a lot of changes with the 24 team this year. New crew chief with Rudy Fugel. How has that been for you? Because I know you two worked together in the Truck Series. Got the win early on in the year at Homestead, but overall, how has that been? How has that relationship kind of been throughout the year?
Oh, I think it's been really good. It's been really healthy. I feel like we have a really detailed level of communication, each and every week, honestly. And I don't think it really ever changes. What I've been impressed with Rudy is that, good or bad run, we communicate the same. We continue to kind of push the ball forward and motivate each other. So I feel like, that's something that's really cool and, something that I think makes us better. So, I don't see us having any hiccups, as we continue to go forward. And I feel like we can, continue to carry this momentum.
Yeah. So going into this weekend in Las Vegas, so of course all 400 cars are in the playoffs. You represent the bow tie brigade this year. All 4 of you guys are in that. What going into the round of 12 this weekend and going into Las Vegas, a track that you've been to earlier this year. Overall, how do you think that your performance has been at Vegas in the amount of starts you had there?
I think it's been good. I feel like we've had different, things here and there that have happened, but I feel like overall we've always had speed at Vegas. It's always been a track that I look forward to going to. I feel like our cars are competitive there. They drive pretty well. So I just look forward to it. You can move around the track, you can find speed in different ways. And I think it'll be the same this year. So I look forward to it. Definitely a tough place. You got to be on your game and you got to have a good handling race car, good performance, good pit stops. So I think if we can do all those things, we'll be in a good position to try to win this race.
Yeah, overall, you look at the round of 12, you got Vegas, you got Talladega, which is a wild card, and then Roval, which is also a wild card. How do you approach this round?
Well, I think, I just focus on one race at a time. I do feel like this round is probably the most unpredictable because you've got the Talladega in there and the Roval, but I feel like our speed at all these places has been really good. And I don't envision that changing at all. So, I just think go out there, try to just perform each race and continue to get better. And the Roval is definitely an important race for me because it's my home race and definitely want to do well there. So we'll just have to see what happens, but I feel like we're in a good position.
What does it take to get around a track like Vegas? I know it's it's a difficult place to get around, but what are some of the things you have to do to get around that track?
I think the thing you have to do really well is just, keep momentum up in the corners. I think, it's a momentum track, and especially with this 550 package, you've got to have good momentum and carry good speed off of turn 4. And the entry to turn 1 is a little bit free. So just different things that you struggle with there. But, the biggest thing is just long run speed. You got to have the speed on the long runs to compete. And it seems like every run, the long runs are kind of, get more and more important, overall. So I think it's just a place you got to have an overall, just a good race car.
Do you feel like this is your best year that you've had in the Cup Series?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think getting the win this earlier this year, so early in the season to get ourselves in the playoffs, and then just to see the consistency that we have, and the amount of finishes, the amount of good finishes that we've had, double digit top fives is definitely was a goal of mine, and I think we can get to 20 top tens pretty easily. So yeah, I think it's been a great year. I think we've had we've had a disappointing, I'd say July and August, but that happens. Everybody kind of goes through growing pains, and I feel like we've had the speed, we just haven't gotten the finishes. So I feel like we're on the right track to start getting some really good finishes.
Yeah. Do you feel like, you mentioned July and August were probably not the best months for you guys. Do you feel like you've kind of learned from that and kind of growing into that going into the round of 12 this weekend?
Oh, for sure. I feel like we've overcome a lot. As a race team, I feel like we know how to overcome adversity now. And I feel like that's something that even in the first half of the year, everything came relatively easy. So, I feel like now we just are starting to overcome adversity, and we're figuring out how to do that.
Last question for you. To go in to start with the round of 12, if you could if the team could get better in one specific area, like if we can get better in just this area, what would it be, and why heading into the round of 12?
I don't see much. I feel like we just have to put ourselves in the right position.
Yeah.
I feel like after Bristol, I didn't see a lot of weakness there. I felt like we were pretty good in all facets of the race, and the only thing we didn't have was the track position to fight for the win, and we kind of had to come from too far back to try to win the race. So the only thing we need is just more track position, earlier in the race, and have that ability to be in the top two or three going into the final run or so.
All right. Well, William Byron, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Good luck in the round of 12 Sunday night at Las Vegas.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.